Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee, owner of BlackCatBooks.org and author of True and Beautiful and Eye of the Dragon. The Castlevania cartoon has reached its conclusion. Season 4 is out, everyone seems to hate it, and I kind of wanted to talk about this one last time because hopefully this is going to be the last time I need to do so. I am never going to watch the Castlevania cartoon. There are a couple of reasons for this. Like, I don't like Netflix as a company. I don't like their originals. I don't like the creators of Castlevania. I don't like the animation. But I think, like, the most important thing to me regarding this specific situation, the only reason that people in the gaming community care about it is that this is a Castlevania adaptation, or should I say, supposed to be a Castlevania adaptation. Because I feel that the vast majority of people who are watching and discussing this show online don't have any real idea of what Castlevania actually is. Because I'm always seeing posts on Twitter, on like 4chan and stuff like that, coming from people who clearly don't know Castlevania, who clearly don't know the lore, and clearly don't understand exactly what the problem with this series is. And I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything malicious. Not really. It's fine to, like, use this as a. Hypothetically, this should have been used to get people interested, in the Castlevania games, get them interested in the events of Castlevania 3, and by extension, the sequels, the original NES game, the Igavanias, like, going forward from there. But they didn't really do that. It feels more like the people who watched the show just watched it because it was the new thing on Netflix, and then when it was over, they immediately moved on to the next thing. They completely forgot about it until it was time to get excited about the next season and started consuming other products. Like, that's kind of how I feel about the Castlevania series. It is trite, disposable animation. It's not interesting. It's not well made. It's not well executed. There's nothing about the show that's appealing to me as a fan as a Castlevania. In fact, I would say the show's most notable aspects are things that downright, like, offend me as a fan of Castlevania. The way they treat religious topics, the way they treat certain characters, the constant swearing, the animation, the way they handle certain characters. Alucard is probably the best example that I can think of. There's a whole host of reasons that not only indicate that the creators clearly never played the original game. If you play the original Castlevania 3, you'll know that the game begins with Trevor Belmont praying in front of a cross before he goes to fight Dracula. Not exactly something you would see from someone like who's doubting his religious faith now that or whatever the fuck they tried to present it as. They completely botched this series. I think that's objective. As coming from someone who's never seen it, I think that's very, very clear. And before anyone says anything, I specifically did not see it for these reasons, because there was nothing about the series that was appealing to me. I heard way too many ridiculous things about it, and I think the praise it gets is coming from the sort of person who consumes any and all piece of media that gets promoted by the public. My opinion is that if you enjoy Castlevania, the Netflix cartoon, is that you should go outside and do something else. That's like, if you're watching like terrible cartoons like this and thinking it's great, like this is how you spend your time, like you need to do something else. That's all I had to say about that. Is like, oof. Like series like this will keep getting made if you keep supporting them. I feel like, and it's very very important to lash back against it, not support Netflix, not support Konami, and not allow them to continue. And I do think the series has taken a dip in popularity since season 1. I think it has been like on a downward trajectory because of all the decisions they've made. Not that like most people are talking about it because it's not openly SJW or whatever. But the series is clearly not good. I don't want this series to continue. I don't want there to be a spin-off. I don't want there to be a continuation. I don't want Konami to work with these people again. Like, imagine what they would do with like Contra or Metal Gear. It's just I don't think that's something I want going forward. This trend of just like blindly swallowing up like bad video game adaptations need to stop. Like, it happened with like Sonic the Hedgehog to an extent. It happened to Monster Hunter. Like, Angry Joe gave that a positive review. Like, I'm sure there are like other examples, but like the Mortal Kombat movie, I keep seeing this trend. Like, gamers are so low IQ, they're so consumerist, they're so fucking stupid that they'll just blindly swallow up anything vaguely related to a video game, even one for a franchise that they're not even that big of a fan of. I think it's very important, if you care about Castlevania, if you like Castlevania, that you would demand IGA to return and direct more Castlevania games. Like, that's kind of like my view on it. Like, unless if IGA comes back, I don't see Castlevania continuing. I think it's a dead brand. It's sad, but what can you do?